Hey everyone, welcome back to my Southampton career mode. Once again, we are here for FIFA 15 PS4 as seen from the Barclays Premier League presentation package. And we have a big episode today as we face a couple of London teams in Spurs and Arsenal and end the episode with a match against Manchester United and a visit from former Southampton player Luke Shaw. So, let's get ready to rumble. As you guys saw from the table, not a great start to the year so far, and pretty much what a lot of people expected from Southampton. Fortunately, that is not happening in real life, as I believe they're second in the table right now, so that's great news. Spurs coming up with a pretty standard line. Interesting to see Aaron Lennon on the bench there. Soldado, obviously, because he can't put anything in the net, on the bench in favor for Adebayor. Christian Eriksen, obviously, going to be the anchor of that midfield and for most of the offense for Spurs. Today, we come in with a pretty standard lineup, but I believe Nathaniel Klein is still out. So we've got Bertrand and Gardos as the two fullbacks, Fonte, Alderweireld as the two center backs, and not the strongest of defensive pairings and groupings today. But quick start here as Christian Eriksen makes a great run into the penalty box and puts the ball past Forster. No chance for the keeper as a bit of a defensive lapse occurs. Good ball there. Look at all that space for Christian Eriksen. He puts in goal number 2 of his Premier League season, and we're only in the 6th minute, so hopefully that's not what to expect from the rest of this match. Again, we're still playing on world class, so that definitely does get changed in a few episodes. I can't remember exactly when. I'll try and point it out to you guys, but you know, I can score but barely, and I can defend but barely. Anyways, 8th minute, Steven Davis looking to put them back even level, and he does. Steven Davis, a great crossover to Dusan Tadic, the new Southampton player coming over from the Eredivisie, and he puts in a top-notch header off of a top-notch cross right into the box. I think that might have even been Steven Davis's weak foot, so you can't ask for a lot more from the right midfielder there, as he is considered to be the engine of the team, at least according to the player rules in FIFA. And Dusan Tadic in the 9th minute brings Southampton back to level and puts in his 2nd goal in the Premier League. Eric Lamela, 32nd minute now, and once again we see the new kind of CPU foul mechanisms or gameplay additions to FIFA 15 as he makes. You know what, I guess that it's probably due to the rain. I think there's a little bit of impact on how the players play. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but looks like Lamela probably made a decent enough tackle, but it was made a lot worse by the weather. And 64th minute now, still 1-1. Shane Long brought in to replace James Ward-Prowse as we're trying to roll with Long and the right midfield position, more of an attacking role here, but the defense collapses once again. A ton of space left for Spurs here as Aaron Lennon puts in his 1st goal of the season, and Southampton back down in a 1-goal deficit. Dusan Tadic plays one out to Gardos on the wing. He crosses it into the box but cannot make anything happen, and we see Christian Eriksen, Soldado celebrating, the Spurs fans celebrating in London as they rack up a 2-1 victory at home versus Southampton. The 9th minute goal from Dusan Tadic was all that we could put together here. As you see, we only mustered 2 shots. Not a very good performance. You can see that reflected in some of the ratings there. As we tried to, as you see, we put Shane Long wide. I sort of instructed him to be free roaming because I know that's something Southampton is trying this year because they have Pele as their main kind of target man, but they're trying to use Shane Long as well on the right wing. So I'm trying to replicate that a little bit and see if it works. I know Shane Long has a decent amount of pace and some good finishing skills. So you know, hopefully that can kind of be worked out as the season progresses. We move on to game number 2 though, and this one is an away match at the Emirates, I want to say. I think it's an away match, yeah. At the Emirates against Arsenal here, and we've got Shane Long now in the starting position. I liked what I saw from him in the previous game, again, due to his pace, which is a little better than Pele's. So I decided to start him today, and you know, hoping he can add a little bit of excitement and energy to the club here. Early on, Adelaide Oxlade-Chamberlain just manhandling the defense as he passes it over to Zelalem, and once again, we are conceding the early goals. This is a big problem so far. Look at this. He's given tons of space on the left-hand side there in the box as he's allowed to just kind of roll around the players as he saw fit. Later on, Dusan Tadic trying to even the game out with a 20-yard field goal. Jesus, sorry guys, been playing a little bit of Madden. 20-yard kick off the foul, and he cannot put it past the keeper, although he does get a good ball in there. Schneiderlin, weak shot, not enough power on that one, and it's an easy stop for Wojciech Szczesny. Shane Long, the newly acquired striker, gets a great opportunity as he uses that pace to get into the box, makes a great run, but just an atrocious shot there. That was his good foot. That's exactly where you want Shane Long to be, and somewhere you expect him to be able to score from, but unfortunately no chance there. Mesut Ozil looking pretty unhappy with himself as he bumps arms with Dusan Tadic after he gets carded. Dusan Tadic, this guy's a great free kicker, but we gave it to James Ward-Prowse, who actually, it looked worse than it was. I believe it looks like it hit off the crossbar, but alas, nothing we could do there. We caught a glimpse of former Southampton player. It seems like every team has a Southampton player on their club, as Callum Chambers was playing, I believe, right back for Arsenal in this game. So he gets the better end of that stick as he's playing in Champions League, and he comes out with a 1-0 victory over Southampton at home. So you can see from this screen here, we're in December now, and not a whole lot is changing. We are not doing very well this year, and we're going to have to pick things up. I can't remember. This might have been the last game I played on World Class, so again, sorry guys. Hopefully I have it somewhere in the video so I can keep track, but if not, it's January 1st when I definitely did it. By then is when I put it into professional, just to kind of give myself an opportunity to learn the game. I promise you we'll be back to playing on World Class and hopefully Legendary as this series progresses. There was something, though, from the last match that I wanted to point out. As you see how the lineup looks for today's game, we're playing with the default Southampton 4-5-1, giving us a little bit of help up the middle there. I think it's Jack Cork playing the holding midfielder position, the center defensive midfielder position, as we have a lot to contend with here against Manchester United. Not really sure why Falcao is on the bench for Wilson, along with Juan Mata and Valencia. I don't know. Darren Fletcher is there, and Michael Carrick is. I mean, I guess that's fine, but it just seems like an odd decision to put Falcao on the bench for Wilson. I'll be honest. I watch a fair amount of football. I don't follow Manchester United, as we see a clip of the former Southampton player Luke Shaw again. You probably will see a lot of these guys throughout the year. Yeah, I don't know who James Wilson is, frankly. I don't think he's in Louis van Gaal's sort of rotating group of strikers here between Van Persie, Rooney, and Falcao. But 11th minute, again, another early goal conceded as Daley Blind puts in, I think, maybe his first goal of the Premier League. And there's another new animation. Sorry, second goal of the Premier League. There's another new animation. As you see, Forster actually got a piece of it, but it squeezes through his legs there as Man United go up 1-0 early on. Is that Stephen Davis? Sorry, not Shane Long. Stephen Davis playing right mid today. Couldn't make anything happen on the give and go with Pele. Pele crosses into the box, makes a great move, puts it on his left foot, and with a lot of force behind it, cannot put it past the keeper here. I believe Lindegaard is in for De Gea. I don't know, maybe he's on the outs with Van Gaal in the virtual FIFA 15 simulation. But Juan Mata getting ready to come in here, 69th minute. Score still 1-0 for Man United. Dusan Tadic looking to get a good ball into the box here off the corner. We haven't really been putting up a lot of offense today. And Graziano Pelle with another header. This guy's heading skill is tremendous. He cannot put it past the keeper, but he forces the keeper's hand there as he gets a piece of it to tip it out of bounds. James Ward-Prowse this time putting the ball into the middle. Another header, but cannot get it past the keeper. It's a pretty weak header, so not a very difficult save for him. And we make one last attempt here in the additional time, and as you can see, nothing happening. Schneiderlin trying to do something. He sees an open Pelle making a run on the far right-hand side. Pelle trying to get back into the box, looking for space. Ward-Prowse tries to cross it and cannot do anything, and that would be all she wrote as the ball is cleared out and time is called. The whistle is blown. Man United hangs on for the 1-0 victory, and you can see the pattern here. That is going to be the end of the episode, guys.